What if I told you that the difference between success and failure isn't luck, talent, or even money, but a single, unstoppable force inside your mind? This is the secret that created millionaires, and it's been hidden in plain sight for over 80 years. Hey, you're watching Beyond the Cover, your daily dose of powerful book wisdom. Most people spend their lives wishing for success, dreaming of wealth, imagining a better life, yet never crossing the invisible line between wanting and having. The difference between those who achieve and those who only hope is not luck, not background, not circumstances. It is a burning desire backed by unwavering faith and relentless action. You must understand this. Wealth begins in the mind. Every great fortune started as an idea. That thought, when charged with emotion and pursued with persistence, turns into reality. If you can see it clearly in your mind and hold it there with conviction, you can bring it into existence. But you must first give yourself permission to believe you are capable and deserving of it. No one else will crown you worthy. You must do it yourself. Your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. Every time you dwell on scarcity, you instruct your subconscious to create more lack. Every time you fix your mind on abundance, you plant the seeds of prosperity. The world responds to the vibration you emit. Doubt and fear will build barriers in front of you. Faith and desire will open doors. You cannot simply say you want success. You must make it the dominating obsession of your mind, something you think about day and night, something that drives your actions every single day. When your desire is strong enough, nothing will stop you. Not failure, not rejection, not the opinions of others. Riches rarely come to those who wait for the right time. The right time is never announced. You must act with the knowledge you have now, improve as you go, and refuse to quit until your goal is achieved. Temporary defeat is not permanent failure. It is the test that separates the weak from the strong. Every challenge contains a hidden seed of equal or greater opportunity, but only those who keep going long enough to find it will reap the reward. If you retreat at the first sign of difficulty, you prove to yourself and the world that your desire was not real. The power to think and grow rich lies in your ability to master your mind. Your subconscious is your greatest servant. It works tirelessly day and night to bring you what you continuously feed it. If you give it fear, limitation, and self-doubt, it will return exactly that. If you feed it confidence, determination, and belief, it will open paths you never knew existed. Speak to yourself with certainty. Tell yourself daily that you are capable, worthy, and destined for great achievements. Affirm it until it becomes a part of your identity. Surround yourself with people who fuel your ambition, not those who drain it. Every person you spend time with either sharpens your vision or blurs it. Choose those who challenge you to rise higher, who believe in possibilities instead of problems. Your environment shapes your thinking, and your thinking shapes your results. Guard it like the treasure it is. Specialized knowledge is another key. General knowledge may earn you a living, but specialized knowledge will build you a fortune. Learn, refine, and master a skill that the world values. Then, find ways to apply that skill where it can create the greatest impact. Knowledge alone is not power. Applied knowledge is. Ideas are worthless without action. Action fueled by desire and guided by persistence becomes unstoppable. Decision is the mark of a leader. Indecision breeds doubt, and doubt destroys dreams. Successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly if at all. Unsuccessful people hesitate, overthink, and allow opportunities to pass. Every moment you delay, someone else is moving forward. Decide what you want. Decide what you are willing to give in return, and then move without hesitation. You must also learn to harness the power of persistence. Most give up when they are only 3 feet away from gold. They dig, they work, they sweat, but at the first sign of trouble, they quit, never knowing they were inches away from success. You cannot let temporary defeat become permanent surrender. Persistence is not just continuing to try. It is continuing to try with belief. It is standing up one more time than you fall, refusing to let failure define you. Your greatest asset is your ability to control your own mind. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. Train yourself to see the opportunity in every obstacle, to find a lesson in every setback. The more you master your emotions, the more power you have over your future. Wealth and success do not belong to the lucky. They belong to those who are ready, those who dare to dream boldly, those who persist beyond reason, those who make their vision so strong that reality has no choice but to bend to it. You have everything within you to create the life you desire. You have the power to think and grow rich. But thought alone will not save you. Only thought backed by action, persistence, and faith will. Right now, decide to no longer settle for less than you are capable of. Decide that your goals are non-negotiable. Begin today with the belief that you are already on your way. Hold the vision, trust the process, and never stop until it is done. The world rewards those who refuse to quit, and you, if you choose, can be one of them. You must understand that success does not begin in your bank account, your job, or your business. It begins in your mind. Every single person who has ever achieved greatness first dared to believe it was possible. They didn't wait for evidence. They created the evidence by acting on faith. Your mind is the richest soil in the world, and every thought you plant there will grow, whether the weed of fear or a seed of prosperity. If you continue to nurture fear, it will choke the life out of your dreams. But if you choose to nurture faith, belief, and persistence, those seeds will bear fruit beyond your imagination. It's time to take control of your inner dialogue. The words you speak to yourself matter more than the opinions of anyone else. If you tell yourself you can't, your mind will obediently close every door. If you tell yourself you can, your mind will start looking for every window, every crack of opportunity. The human mind is the most obedient servant, but also the most powerful master. You decide which role it plays in your life. Success demands clarity. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. You must have a burning desire so vivid in your mind that you can touch it, smell it, and taste it long before it becomes real. This is not daydreaming. This is deliberate creation. When your desire is clear, your subconscious mind goes to work day and night, connecting you with the people, the opportunities, and the resources you need. It is not magic. It is a natural law of cause and effect. And here's the truth that many people ignore. Desire alone is not enough. You must have the courage to take action and the persistence to keep taking action when failure tries to stand in your way. Every setback is just a test, asking you, how badly do you want this? Most people quit when they are inches away from victory, not realizing that persistence is the bridge between desire and achievement. You have to see failure differently. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the path to success. Every time you fail, you gain wisdom. Every obstacle is shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for the greatness you claim to want. But the question is, will you endure the shaping? Will you keep moving when everything in you screams to stop? The ones who do are the ones who rise. Surround yourself with people who believe in your potential, not your limitations. You cannot grow rich in mind, in spirit, or in wealth if you allow your environment to poison your thinking. Build a mastermind, a circle of people who will challenge you, inspire you, and hold you accountable to the highest standard. One mind is powerful. Two minds aligned in harmony are unstoppable. You must develop faith so strong that it overrides every doubt. Faith is not about knowing every step of the path. It is about taking the next step even when you cannot see the whole road. Every great achievement was once just a thought, a whisper of possibility in someone's mind. But that person refused to let the whisper die. They fed it, protected it, and acted on it until it roared into reality. And you, yes, you are no different. You are capable of more than you have ever dared to believe. The only chains holding you back are the ones you have accepted. Break them. Replace the beliefs that limit you with ones that set you free. Feed your mind daily with thoughts of wealth, growth, and purpose. Act as if you already are the person you wish to become. Speak like them. Move like them. Think like them. Soon you will be them. The time for waiting is over. Your moment is not someday. It is now. The power to think and grow rich is already in your hands. Decide, believe, act, persist, and watch the world transform around you. When you wake up every morning, you stand at the doorway of choice to live an ordinary life or to push yourself toward greatness. Most people settle. They choose comfort over challenge, safety over growth, and then wonder why their lives feel empty. But the truth is, wealth, success, happiness They don't belong to the lucky few. They belong to the ones who dare to think bigger, who dare to dream without limits, and who are willing to do what others won't. Every great achievement you've ever admired started as nothing more than a thought in someone's mind, a thought so powerful, so persistent, that it refused to die until it became reality. You must learn to protect your thoughts like a treasure chest, because they are. What you allow into your mind shapes your actions, your habits, your entire destiny. If you think small, you will live small. If you think fear, you will live in fear. But if you think abundance, you will move toward abundance. It is not magic, it is focus. Your mind is the most valuable asset you will ever own, and yet most people guard their phones better than they guard their thoughts. Decide now that you will feed your mind with ideas that make you stronger, not weaker. Understand that riches are never just about money. Riches are about freedom. Freedom of time, freedom of choice, freedom from fear. And this freedom comes from the courage to act on your ideas. Ideas are like seeds. You can hold them in your hand forever and nothing will happen. Or you can plant them, water them, protect them, and watch them grow into something beyond imagination. But that growth requires faith, not blind faith, but the kind of faith that makes you take a step even when the path isn't fully lit. Every setback you face is not a wall. It's a test. It's life asking you, how badly do you really want this? And the truth is, most people fail not because they aren't capable, but because they quit at the first sign of resistance. They forget that diamonds are created under pressure, that steel is forged in fire, and that strength is built by struggle. If you truly want to rise, you must decide that quitting is not an option, that failure is nothing more than a stepping stone to your eventual victory. The world rewards those who dare, those who see opportunity where others see risk, those who move while others hesitate. The ones who win are not the ones who wait for the perfect moment, but the ones who make the moment perfect through their actions. Your journey will demand that you outgrow the person you are today, that you let go of excuses, that you stop seeking permission and start taking responsibility for everything in your life. And when that voice in your head whispers doubts, when fear tries to pull you back, remember this. No one else will fight for your dreams the way you will. The world owes you nothing, but will give you everything if you show up every single day with relentless determination. Abundance starts in the mind. Riches begin with a decision. Growth is fueled by consistent action. Think with courage, grow with persistence, and live with the kind of passion that refuses to settle for anything less than the life you were meant to live. When you decide to think and grow rich, you are making a declaration to the universe that you are no longer willing to settle for mediocrity. You are saying, I will not let my life be dictated by fear, by doubt, or by the smallness of my own past experiences. You are choosing to operate on a higher level of thought because you understand that your current life is the result of your past thinking. And if you want a different future, you must think differently now. This is not just positive thinking. This is purposeful, disciplined, and persistent thinking backed by action. It's about focusing on the outcome you desire with such intensity that it becomes inevitable. You must see wealth, not as something distant, but as something already yours in the spiritual realm, waiting for you to bring it into the physical. You must condition your mind to reject every thought of lack, limitation, and failure, and replace it with thoughts of abundance, opportunity, and success. The world will try to distract you, to tempt you with comfort, to pull you back into the familiar patterns that kept you where you are. But you have to be relentless. You must remind yourself daily that wealth, success, and achievement are not reserved for a chosen few. They are available to anyone who is willing to pay the price in focus, persistence, and faith. You have to be willing to fail, to be misunderstood, and to keep going even when results are not immediate. The people who achieve the most in life are not necessarily the smartest, the strongest, or the most talented. They are the ones who decided that nothing would stop them, and they held that decision until it became reality. Your mind is your most powerful asset, and if you master it, there is nothing you cannot do, have, or become. Wealth is a byproduct of the value you create, the persistence you demonstrate, and the clarity of vision you hold. Every great achievement begins as an idea, a seed planted in the fertile ground of a determined mind. And just like a seed, that idea requires care, nourishment, and time before it bears fruit. Do not dig it up every few days to check its progress. Instead, keep feeding it with belief, action, and the expectation of success. You must learn to ignore the voices of doubt, both from within and from those around you, and instead, listen only to the voice of your vision. This is the voice that tells you it's possible, that you are capable, and that the life you desire is already on its way to you. You must trust that as long as you think with intention, act with persistence, and believe without wavering, you will grow rich, not just in money, but in purpose, confidence, and fulfillment. The moment you commit fully to this path, life will begin to align with your intention. People, resources, and opportunities will appear as if by magic, because the universe responds to unwavering belief and decisive action. You cannot simply wish for success. You must demand it from yourself. You must be willing to do what most people won't, to think in ways most people can't, and to persist when most people quit. Every time you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Remember that the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. And if you keep going, if you keep thinking, acting, and believing like a person destined for greatness, then sooner or later, the riches you seek will be yours. Not because you got lucky, but because you earned them through the unstoppable power of your mind. Every single day you wake up, you are given a choice to live passively, letting circumstances dictate your path, or to rise with intent, shaping the very fabric of your reality. Most people live as if life is happening to them, forgetting that they have the power to make life happen for them. But the truth is, you have within you a force so powerful that it can shift mountains, break cycles, and rewrite your destiny. That force is your decision to act. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Dreams without action are nothing more than comforting illusions, soft pillows for the mind to rest on while life slips away. You don't need permission to start. You don't need the perfect moment, the perfect tools, or the perfect plan. The perfect moment is now, because now is the only moment you'll ever truly have. Every great achievement in history began in the mind of someone who refused to wait for permission. They moved forward despite fear, despite doubt, despite the laughter of those who couldn't see what they saw. And you, right now, are standing at that same threshold. The only difference between you and those who have achieved greatness is the courage to step forward. Your environment, your past, your failures, they do not define you. They may have shaped you. They may have scarred you. But they do not get to decide who you become. Every scar is proof that you are stronger than what tried to break you. Every setback is evidence that you stood back up when life knocked you down. The road ahead will not be easy. It will test you. It will demand that you give more than you think you have. It will ask you to confront the parts of yourself you'd rather hide from. But in that fire, in that pressure, in that relentless grind, the person you are meant to be will emerge. Strength is not born in comfort. It is forged in the storms you dare to walk through. You must decide today that you are no longer a prisoner of hesitation. You are no longer the product of fear. You will not allow the voice of doubt to keep you in chains. The life you crave will not come knocking at your door. You must go out and claim it. The clock is ticking. Every second that passes is a piece of your life you will never get back. Stop giving those seconds to excuses. Stop trading your potential for temporary comfort. Trade it instead for progress, for growth, for the relentless pursuit of the life you know you were meant to live. You are not here to simply exist. You are here to expand, to inspire, to leave a mark so deep that the world feels your presence long after you are gone. You are not a bystander. You are the author, the builder, the creator of your own destiny. If you can hear this, if these words are reaching you, then it means there is still time. But time is a currency, and you don't know how much is left in your account. Spend it wisely. Spend it with urgency. Spend it building a life that makes you proud to have lived it. The world does not need another person playing small. It needs someone bold enough to live fully. Be that person. And in this moment, you have to realize something powerful. Nothing outside you is stronger than what is inside you. The world will throw challenges, distractions, even temptations to quit. But every single one of those is a test to see if you are truly committed to your dream or just interested. People who are merely interested quit when it gets uncomfortable. But people who are committed burn the bridges behind them, so there is no going back. They tell themselves, I will find a way or I will make one. That is the mindset of someone who grows rich, not just in money, but in influence, freedom, and fulfillment. You have to be willing to pay the price. And the price is not in dollars. It's in discipline, focus, persistence, and an unshakable belief in yourself. Your results will always match the level of your belief. If you believe you can, you're already halfway there. If you doubt yourself, you've lost before you've even begun. Success is not waiting to be handed to you. It's waiting to be claimed by you. And you claim it not with your words, but with your consistent, determined actions. Every time you take one more step when you feel like stopping, you are building the muscles of success. Every time you say no to excuses and yes to effort, you are rewriting your destiny. And every time you choose to focus on your dream instead of your fear, you are attracting the opportunities and people who will help you make it real. You must see your goal so clearly in your mind that you feel as if it's already yours. You must talk about it, think about it, and work toward it every single day without fail. And when the voice of doubt whispers, you must drown it out with the roar of your determination. You are not here to live a small life. You are not here to simply survive. You are here to lead, to grow, to create, to inspire. Your wealth, your success, your impact. They are waiting for you to rise up and claim them. So stop waiting for the perfect time, because the perfect time will never come. Start now. Use what you have. Do what you can. And never stop moving toward that burning vision that refuses to leave your heart. This is your moment. Own it. Live it. And never, ever look back. And in those moments when you feel weak, when your mind whispers that you can't go on, remember this. Strength is not born in comfort. It is forged in fire. Every struggle, every setback, every heartbreak is not to destroy you, but to shape you into the person you were always meant to become. You have within you a reservoir of power so vast, so unshakable, that if you could see even a glimpse of it, you would never doubt yourself again. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits. But those limits are illusions, boundaries created by fear and self-doubt. The truth is, you are capable of far more than you can imagine. Every time you choose to rise instead of retreat, every time you push forward when it's easy to give up, you rewrite the story of who you are. The greatest battles you will ever fight are not against the world, but against the voice in your head telling you to settle, to stop, to stay safe. Silence that voice. Replace it with one that speaks courage, determination, and belief. You are not here by accident. You are here with a purpose. And every day you waste doubting yourself is a day stolen from that purpose. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for a sign. The sign is this moment, right here, right now. Your future self is watching you, hoping you'll take the step, make the leap, and claim the life you deserve. Do it for them. Do it for you. Because one day you will look back, and you'll either be proud of the fight you gave or regret the chances you didn't take. Choose pride. Choose action. Choose to live fully, fiercely, and without apology. You see, there's a fire inside you, one that may have dimmed over the years, covered by layers of fear, failure, and the opinions of others. But it's still there, waiting for you to breathe life into it again. That spark becomes a flame when you dare to believe in yourself, when you choose to act despite the uncertainty. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain, to face the chaos and still move forward with unshakable resolve. You will never control every circumstance, but you can always control your response. And that right there is where true power lies, in the choices you make when everything seems against you. Most people let life happen to them. They settle, they shrink, they accept less than they're capable of. But not you. You weren't made to blend in. You were made to stand out, to rise above the noise, to prove that resilience isn't just a word, it's a way of life. Think about this. Everything you want is on the other side of discomfort. Every dream you've ever had is waiting for you just beyond the moments that feel unbearable. The pain you feel today is an investment in the strength you'll carry tomorrow. So push harder. Not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. Every time you feel like you can't go on, remember, you've survived every single hard day you've faced so far. You are undefeated. You are still here. And that means your story isn't over. Not by a long shot. The question is, will you keep writing it, or will you let it be written for you? Will you stand at the end of your life wishing you had tried, or knowing that you gave everything you had? Your legacy isn't built in a single moment. It's built in the small, relentless steps you take every day, even when no one is watching, even when no one believes. Especially then, because greatness is born in silence, in the unseen hours, in the moments where it's just you and your will to keep going. And one day, when you break through, when you rise above, people will call it luck. But you'll know it was never luck. It was persistence. It was sacrifice. It was a fire inside you that refused to die. If this message lit a fire in you, imagine what's next. Keep moving forward. Keep building your dream. And remember, your story isn't over. It's just beginning. Subscribe for more power to fuel your journey.